It's the 2021 Springdale Mini 1800BH. Let's go. Welcome back. We are at the Travelland RV Supercenter in Kelowna, BC, Canada. And yep, today we're going to take you on a tour of the 2021 Springdale Mini 1800BH. Cool little trailer. Can't wait to show it to you. But as always, just want to point out, in the description you're going to get your currency converter and your timestamps and the link to the resource that we use to do research with that you can too. And as well, there's a link in there. If we're giving you any value and you'd like to buy us a coffee, you can just support us by clicking that. And we really want to thank Jay. We really appreciate you, Jay, and thank you for supporting us by buying us a coffee. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Oh, don't forget, also at the end, I'll put up the links to the construction video where you can learn more or just come along on an adventure. So here we are at the front. These are tiny trailers. I can't wait to look at the numbers and see what the weights and the price and things like that are. Springdale is an entry-level trailer, but still good for the right person with the right RV lifestyle. This one is a family model. So there are a few construction differences I've noticed as we've been looking at the single axle model versus the double axle model, and I'll point those out as we go. You do get a rock guard, plastic, a little low for me. I'd like to see it up here, and I did see on some other models that it was higher. Coming around, you are getting a 20-pound propane tank, and I do believe you have the option to upgrade that. You get a manual jack, which on the others, and when we showed it to you in the construction video, we talked about these becoming all electric jacks, but I see the single axle models are not. So let's move around. This is where your batteries are going to go. I do notice that the Springdales are not really covering up their wiring very well, and we would appreciate it if that were done a little bit differently. They do have pre-wired for solar, so that's important. Let's come around to the side and look up at the top, and you can see they do have a curved roof, but again, it's not as curved as the construction video shows it. On the single axles, it's just a slight curve, and it's flat on the inside, but we'll look at that when we go in. You do get your rain rail and your spout. And you do get, hang on here, and I'll show you inside the storage. I'm also noticing that the type of clip you get is one you're going to have to pay close attention to because you don't want to rip that off. Inside though, I love this. This is a small trailer and it's got a lot of storage, pass-through storage. Looking way down here, you can see that this comes with manual jacks, and that was another difference that we talked about in the construction video. They did say they were all coming with electric stabilizer jacks, but it seems the single axle models have manual. Okay, we gotta squeeze on down here because we're of course in a lot and they're all parked in here waiting for someone to come along and buy them. You do get your 30 amp electric hookup. And let's talk about the tires while we're here. So wheels are powder coated, but I do believe you can get, maybe not on the single axle, so check there, aluminum. They are the Lodestar ST20575R14 108/103M. Hopefully you have a clue what that means. The other thing I want to show you that on the construction of the other models was different is there is actually, hear it? Sheet metal in there, which is going to just make this a much more durable fender in there for the wheel well. So we really do like that about it. Okay, coming back, here's where your freshwater and your city water connection are. And what I also noticed when I was looking at this trailer is it would appear that the freshwater tank is actually more on the inside of the trailer. Coming down, you can see this is where your sewer outlet is with your gray pull, Your black pull is over here. Obviously, we prefer these things to be kept up inside of the underbelly, but remember, when you're buying an entry-level trailer, these are the types of things that are a little bit different. That doesn't mean that this is not a good trailer. It means that you give and you take to get things within your budget for the way that you're going to use a trailer. So this may be just the right one for you. The underbelly is not enclosed, and we'll show you underneath there where you will be able to see the tanks. So let's come around to the back. Here is a cable connection. You get your spare back here in a place that's easy to access, and I don't see any receiver hitch there, so if that's something that's important to you and you think you need, I ask you to go check and make sure that you're allowed to have that. When you look up, this is where I want to show you that there is a curve to that roof. It's just not quite as pronounced as we showed you in the construction video. Coming around to this side. Now remember, the Springdales in the mini version, single axle, and the others can come with or without a slide. This particular one is without a slide. You still get an electric awning with LED lighting. I love that. And you get the solid step, right? Even though this is a little trailer, you still get these great steps. And I do love them. And you can see on a small trailer, they don't really stick out all that far. Also remember from the construction video, we talked about the rugged package, which would lift the axle a bit. And then you'd probably have a little, maybe an extra step. And then we've got the other side to storage. I'm just going to put my coffee down. And you can see in there all the way through. There's quite a bit of storage for such a small trailer. Let's take a look at the door. It is a friction hinge, so I like that. You can see there's no clasp or anything back here, so the friction's going to be good. And let's check out the screen. Okay, you're going to have to tell the kids, shut the screen door, the bugs will come in. You could do that. It hooks right back up there. Now, let's go inside and check it out. All right, here we are in the 2021 Springdale Mini 1800 BH. It's a small trailer and no slide. You get the front bedroom area. I'll get you the exact dimensions on the size of this mattress, but it looks like quite a nice mattress. So I do like that. Closet. Now I wanted to mention that in the Springdales, they boast that they have wood cabinetry, so that's nice. Now, what they mean is that these are wood, this is wood, and then they have these little panels in between. But they're very nice cabinetry. Got a closet space in here, so that's nice. Got this space here. Now, you all know how much it's important to me to have a nightstand, but sometimes, you know, this is a smaller trailer, you got to make things work differently. So it's got this whole space right here, which has plug-in and has USB. Now it's carpet, so good thing I'm only bringing water to bed because I wouldn't want to spill on there. But you could even put, you could put one of those nice little trays there with your water, and you can plug your phone in and everything would be great. And it's protected under there. I do like it. You also get this big shelf up here, LED lighting, a window, all nice. Let's see if there's anything under the bed. Oh, okay, so remember from the outside there was that good pass-through storage? So that's what's here, but there's a hinged piece right here to give you a big indoor storage space. That's huge. You know, you could put a lot of bins and things in there to put your stuff in. I do like that. Okay, moving around. This is something interesting to us because we really don't see this very often, but for some reason they put this type of AC in here. So it's a central kind of system. It's not ducted, but it's this small trailer, so that's going to cool things off. Might be a bit noisy. I don't know. But then we're into the dinette. which is pretty good. You can easily sit 4 here. It's going to make down into a bed. Let's see what we have for storage. Yep, so there is storage underneath there. You just have to pull it up this way. These cushions are, first of all, the decor in general is sort of a grayish, beigey grayish, so that's pretty common in the newer models. The cabinetry is very gray. I like that. The table is a good size, and I like that it has posts and it'll make down into a bed. But it is going to be a pressboard table, and it does have a seam around the edge here. Window is fantastic. Let's see. Pull down blinds, so they're nice too. And then up above, you get storage. Again, nice cabinetry, quite big this way, not bad that way. You could fit some bins and things in there, so I like that. LED lighting throughout. There are a couple of switches, but also some of them you have to actually just push. Up here is where your cable and your electric is, so that you could put a TV here. This is your thermostat and your management system, where your, let me see what's all here. Your water pump, your water heater, and checking your tank levels, that kind of thing, all happening right here. So I mean, you're getting everything you need in this small entry-level, entry-priced trailer. Bunks, for those of you with kids or pets or whatever it is you might want to use bunks for. They do have the nicer mattresses, LED lighting. The bottom bunk here does have its own window, and there is no USB or electrical in this bunk area, but I am actually able to sit in here, so that tells you how deep it is. They're not claustrophobic at all. I do like these bunks, and I like the fact, we talked about this before, I can't remember who with, but anyways, that bunks, we didn't have bunk systems like this when Courtney was little, and we had to make up the bed every night and all of those kinds of things, or even when she was not sleeping in a bed, but she was sleeping in the, like the playpen thing. We had to set that up every night. Where here, you could put a netting thing across here, and your little one could sleep right in there. These bunks make it so versatile. They give kids space to play, place to sleep, where you're not always tripping over them or their stuff, and you're not always making something up for them. These are the best. Okay, let's go in the bathroom. So it's small, but it's got everything you need, right? Come on. First of all, we have a shower with a curtain, and you know I don't mind curtains, especially in small spaces. You have a one-piece plastic surround and another piece that is the base. Let me look for, and these are click-together pieces. This seems like a decently strong base. You do get the average taps and sprayer. This is how tall it is, for those of you who are concerned about that. So it's functional, right? Then moving out over here, you get a nice vanity mirror. I mean, this is the perfect height for us. And it's got some storage in it. While we're up here, you should see the vent, which gonna need a wooden spoon for this vent. The button is up there and there's no switch for it. So we would need something to actually turn that on. The LED light in here is also one you have to hit with your hand. Moving down, you do have electrical, small plastic sink and taps, about what I would expect. Here is your storage, which isn't bad for this size of vanity. And then you've got a plastic Dometic toilet foot flush. So it's completely functional, and it's a dry bath. Those score points, if you ask me. Moving over to here, we get a pantry. Now, I gotta ask myself, why do I need a pantry this tall? Right? So you're going to have to put some type of shelving system in here in order to use up this space. If it had a rod in it, you could make a closet, or if it had adjustable shelves, that would be great too. But I don't know, what's a box of cereal maybe that big, right? And there's a lot of cabinet in there. So you are going to have to put some type of shelving system in. Then moving down, you do get some more storage here, and it's open storage, but it's all good. You could put some baskets or things in there, so I like that too. And coming into the kitchen, up here you get a microwave. It's a small and not convection, which you wouldn't expect in this level of trailer. You get a low profile range hood, which is nice, a 2-burner propane stove, which is very appropriate. And then moving down, you get 2 drawers. Now they are on the metal roller glides, and they are wood built. They seem very nice, a little bit small this way, but otherwise they're good. 2 of those. And then moving over from that, you can see your central furnace, which should be adequate to warm the whole space. Moving up, you get a single plastic sink with a really nice tap. I like the height of that. You all know that I'd prefer a double sink, but look at this. There is a lot of countertop space in this small trailer. So easy to put a drain rack up there, and still you're going to have lots of prep room, and I really do like that. Moving down, you have I believe it's about a 3 cubic foot 2-way fridge that looks nice, but you have to push this little thing up, and it's not easy to get into the fridge. So it is a smaller fridge, so with kids and a family, I would rather have a bigger fridge, but you're just going to have to bring a cooler or something like that along. And then this different and a little bit difficult latch just keeps the kids out. Moving up, oh, you do get a nice window in the kitchen, which I always prefer, and then you get huge storage up there. Again, put some wire shelving, something like that in, some bins, and you will be doing good there. Also, there is electric on the wall here, so that helps. And then this is different. Again, we're talking about an economy trailer here, so some of the things you might find in other trailers aren't here, like an built-in sound system. But this is a portable speaker sound system. It's got USB, all those kinds of things, and frankly, you could take this, just unhook it and take it with you outside. So I think that's a pretty cool answer. Over to, where was it? Up here, I wanted to show you this. There are more controls here for light switches and the awning and that sort of thing. So, I mean, it is a small trailer. Let's talk about the Cracker Barrel factor. Ha ha ha. It's perfect. You can access everything. No slide, nothing like that to worry about. You're not worrying about maintaining slides. You're not worrying about leaking around slides. And you're not worrying about the Cracker Barrel factor. You could pull this baby in anywhere and it be fully functional. We should talk about the ceiling, in the fact that I wanted to point out again that this one does not have that crowned ceiling on the inside. It is flat. There's tons of LED lighting in here. That central AC is going to keep it plenty cool in here for you. We should also take a look down at the vinyl flooring, which is quite nice. There's no carpet in here. Love that. And you know, it's going to be easy to clean up. I like it. And of course the color looks good, and it's in those grayish tones, and it's quite nice. So now we need to take a look at the numbers. Let's do that. Now for the numbers on the 2021 Springdale Mini 1800BH. I did go out and take a look right at the sticker that's on it so that I can give you accurate numbers. The GVW came in at 4,400 pounds, and the cargo carrying capacity was 805 pounds with the freshwater full. I also wanted to point out that all of the tanks, whether it be inside or outside for the black and gray, are kind of all positioned at the back of the trailer, which you'll want to account for because it could make it sway a little bit if you've got them with a certain amount of fluids in them. Now, let me tell you some more about it. The hitch weight, 485 pounds. The length is at 21 feet 5 inches, and the height is at 10 foot 2 inches. The freshwater tank is 27 gallons, and then the black and the gray each are 30 gallons. I want to give you the bed sizes as well to be accurate. Those two bunks back there were 32 by 75 inch bunks, and that front bed is a queen. Now, it doesn't give me the exact dimensions, whether it's a residential or an RV queen, so you should check on that. As well, being that the single axle is different than the double axle, I just wanted to go through and make sure if there was anything different on it. And what I found out was that the hot water heater is a 6-gallon quick recovery, but it's only propane. It doesn't run on electric, and that's an important thing to note, because remember, up at the front it had a 20-gallon propane tank. So with your refrigerator, your furnace, and your heater all running off of that 20-pound propane tank, that could run out quickly. So you'll want to pay attention to that depending on what type of weather you're in. You do get the 20,000 BTU furnace, and you get a 12-volt 55-amp converter. Then let's take a look at the all-important price, which is here at Travelland. It has an MSRP of $26,387 and a sale price of $22,997. It has a bi-weekly payment of $99. So I mean, you could quit smoking and have this trailer. You could quit drinking and, oh, forget it, you don't want to do that. Anyways, hope you've liked this one. If you've given you any value in this at all, please feel free to hit the link in the description and help support us by buying us a coffee. Hit one of the links at the end here to get to the construction video or come along on an adventure. We love having you along. Don't forget to hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and also hit the little bell next to it, because then you know when we have other things coming around. Hit the like, share us with your friends and family. We love having you along. Thanks for watching.